It was 2018 when Lexena and Stephen were expecting their first child together. But 4 months into Lexena's pregnancy, Stephen fell critically ill. 2 months later, Lexena too became ill and received a devastating medical diagnosis. Today, Lexena joins me to recount the series of events that cut short their happy ending.
Lexena, thank you
Thanks.
very much for joining me, and thank you very much for agreeing to talk to me today.
You're welcome.
What you have been going through for the last 2 years. So it has been
Yeah.
a rough last 2 years for you. You've had a pregnancy of a beautiful baby boy, but you suffered a pulmonary embolism during that pregnancy. You were,
Lost my baby father right after his birth.
and so it has been a really rough 2 years for you, but you're here today and looking good,
Thanks.
right? So talk to us. You found out you were pregnant. Was it a very normal pregnancy?
Well, when I found out that I was pregnant, I was actually happy because I wanted a child before I reached 40. Because you know that once you reach over 35, you're going to have a lot of complications during pregnancy. So I really wanted a child before I reached 40.
Good. And you said that you had asthma, and that was the only sickness that you had.
Except I felt a lot of tummy ache. A whole lot, like round the clock.
Talk to us about the moment when you found out that something was wrong. Take us back to that day. What happened on that day? What did you feel?
Well, there were a number of things that went wrong. Started with kidney issue. That was in February. What happened was I was in Spanish Town. I followed my spouse back then to a therapy session. I was sitting in the car waiting on him. I felt my chest tightening up on me. And I called my sister asking her if she could follow me to the hospital, right?
Mm-hmm.
She said, Alicia, you don't want to go down to the hospital. You don't dare smell bad. So I sat in the car. I pulled the brassiere strap. I still felt like I was losing consciousness. I felt miserable, out of breath. And I went into the doctor's office and I asked them to give me some nebulizer because I thought I was having an asthma attack.
Okay.
When I went in there, I asked him for nebs. He said that he can't just give me nebs because he has never treated me before. So he started examining me. Then he said to me that it doesn't sound as if I'm having an asthma attack because I wasn't wheezing or anything. He said that it's a suspected case of PE. So I asked him what PE was. He said pulmonary embolism. So, he sent me to UE, to the emergency room. So I didn't take it seriously because I was like, he doesn't know anything. I have asthma.
The Center for Disease Control and Prevention defines pulmonary embolism as the sudden blockage of a major blood vessel in the lung by a blood clot. According to statistics, pulmonary embolism is one of the leading causes of maternal mortality in the United States, accounting for some 20% of all maternal deaths. Warning signs include shortness of breath, leg pain, swelling, pain in the back, and coughing up blood.
Yeah, man. So he doesn't know anything. I have asthma. So I went home and, was relaxing as usual. But then I felt my chest tightening up again. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to check it out. So my spouse took me to the hospital. When I went there, they drew some blood from me. No, they tried to give me the CT scan. I'm afraid of needles, even though I have a lot of piercings. So when they tried to pull the blood, tried to pull the blood, they missed the vein because I have a really tiny vein. So they did it about 6 times, and I was so upset, annoyed, and scared of needles as usual. So what happened now is that the doctor came in and she said to me that she doesn't think it's pulmonary embolism. She thinks it's because I'm pregnant, and normally when you're pregnant, you tend to have shortness of breath. Right. And if you have asthma tends to get worse with the pregnancy. So I went home without doing the CT scan. And I felt a little bit better when she said that to me, because she said that while she was pregnant, she endured a lot of shortness of breath. So she said that it's a typical thing for pregnant women. So, mind you, this is not my first pregnancy because I have a 21-year-old son. So, but I didn't remember much.
Yeah.
But even though I didn't remember much, I knew that I didn't have anything like that, really, my breathing issue.
Right.
So when I went back home now, I was telling my son about it. My son is in the science field because he was studying to be a doctor rather, but he changed for engineering. So, you know, when them full of the know it all thing,
Yeah.
mommy, you need for the check it where you mean, she tell about say she don't think you didn't pay her for her thoughts, or you don't go to hospital for their thoughts.
Yeah.
They need to check you so you know what's going on. So he was there, and you know, me just brush him off still because me know me not good enough in a CT scan. So anyway, Saturday morning, him called me and said, Mommy, just give me code for you. Just give me a code, your password them and stuff,
Yeah.
and your PIN number for your like credit card them or whatever. Because me know you're good because you decided to you're good, so me just want to prepare myself. So I'm sorry then. So the Saturday now, me just call Apex and I set an appointment with them. But the earliest appointment they had was for, I think it was after 2, but I wasn't feeling well. So, and it was really a short notice. So I never just want to just leave out on the beat. So brushed it off again. Went to my OB the Monday, following Monday, and I was telling him about it. And he was like, pulmonary embolism is no joke. It's no joke. You need to go and do the CT scan because I don't want to do the C-section, and then when I take out the placenta, then the uterus, whatever it is, you know.
Yes.
When I
Yes.
take out the baby, then I'm trying to remember exactly what he said. I don't remember exactly what he said, but he said that a clot may be lying underneath it, and I can get a stroke or heart attack from it.